Welcome to the afternoon session of 21 Day Summer School on Sustainable Agroforestry Interventions for Diversification and Environmental Amelioration. Today with us, we are having Dr. Manjan Gowda as Sana Gowda sir with us. Sir is currently a scientist at Indian Institute of Seed Science, Regional Station, Bangalore, Karnataka. He is specialized in agronomy. Sir has obtained his BSc in agriculture from College of Agriculture and his MSc and PhD in agronomy from University of US Bangalore. And Dr. Manjan Gowda sir has published more than 40 research articles in national and international journals and authored 3 books on agronomy. Additionally, Sir has guided one MSc student as a chairperson and co-supervised 4 other master's degree students. Sir, we welcome you here, and for participants, the title of today's presentation, which will be presented by Sir, the title is Moringa Marvel, Harnessing the Potential of a Promising Food and Fodder Crop in Semi-Arid Agroforestry. Sir,
Okay, thank you,
now
madam. Thank
you
you.
can start your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Okay, slides are moving now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon
Yes,
to
sir, you
all.
can start.
Thanks for the brief introduction. Uh, Respected course directors, course coordinators, conveners, and uh, and esteemed participants of this summer school. The topic of the today's presentation is that is harnessing the potential of moringa as a food and fodder crop in semi-arid regions. I am Dr. Manjan Gowda, presently working as a scientist agronomy at Indian Institute of Seed Science, Regional Station, Bangalore. Yeah, before going to the actual topic, just I will highlight the importance of nutritional or food security in relation to
Sorry to
what.
interrupt you, sir.
Hello.
Sir, down you can see that the tab is there. Now you can click on hide. Just that
Oh,
there.
okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Before going to the actual topic, just I will highlight the importance of nutritional or food security in relation to moringa cultivation. Okay. As we all know, the world population is increasing in a sigmoidal way. Meantime, the hidden hunger and micronutrient malnutrition is also increasing in alarming rate. Okay, if you see the diet of the poor and developing countries, they usually it is staple foods based on the cereal-based foods, that is rice, wheat, maize, and they are lacks about very few micronutrient-rich foods such as fruits, vegetables, and animal-based diet. Okay, this micronutrient malnutrition, which lowers the IQ of the children and also stunted growth and blindness in the children, and also immune capacity of the children get affected, and also it will have a adverse effect on the pregnant women and also the newborn babies. Okay, if you see the global picture of this global food security and malnutrition, around 125 million lakh people are suffering from vitamin A deficiency, around 400 million have acute iron deficiency, and 200 million children are suffering from malnutrition, and 840 million people are about to food insecure. This is the global picture about the malnutrition and also the micronutrient malnutrition, okay, and also vitamin A deficiency. These are all the some of the deficiencies we can see in the screen, that is vitamin A deficiency, which can cause about the night blindness, and zinc deficiency, which can cause stunted growth, and iron deficiency, there is anemia symptoms, and also iron deficiency that will cause goiter. These are all some of the deficiency symptoms from majorly from the micronutrients and vitamins. Okay. If you see the according to the WHO in 2004, it has given one report that is among the top 10 risk factors, zinc, iron, and vitamins A is the major limiting factors for the micronutrients and vitamin deficiencies. Okay, this is the different continent prevalence of the micronutrient deficiency and also the vitamin deficiencies in the different countries and continents. Okay, you can see in the picture. Okay, if you see the ICMR reports, the nutrient requirement and consumption about the per capita and per day in India, our consumption is very less as compared to the requirement. Okay, if you see the iron consumption pattern, it is around 17 milligram. Recommended is 20 milligram in case of male. In case of females, it is 30 milligram, but the actual consumption is only 15 milligram. There is a huge 50%. We are consuming only 50% of the recommended. Because of this reason, there are so many other vitamins and also riboflavin thiamine, almost all the consumption pattern is very less as compared to the requirement. Because of this reason, there is a chance of increase of this micronutrient malnutrition, vitamin A deficiencies. Then what are all the options to tackle this micronutrient or vitamin deficiencies? There are so many other options, maybe through biofortification approach, maybe through the food fortification, and another thing that is inclusion of fruits and vegetables in daily diet. And one such option is inclusion of moringa in daily diet. As I told you, moringa, it's a very rich source of the protein and minerals and vitamin. Okay, what is this moringa? What are all the how cultivation practices that we will see in the future slides? Okay, moringa will scientifically it is known as Moringa oleifera. It is a fast-growing multi-purpose tree. Okay, it is native to India, and vernacularly it is known as sajan and munga in Hindi. In English, it is called drumstick. Okay, and it belongs to family Moringaceae. In India, it is mainly cultivated in southern states, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, mainly for its tender fruits and flowers and leaves. Okay, and it is popularly called as nutritional powerhouse because the each and every part of the moringa is having very rich source of the nutrients from root to tip of the leaves. Okay, all the parts are used for medicinal purpose. And the pod of moringa is a very popular South Indian vegetable, and having a distinct flavor. That is why it is a very good South Indian vegetable, and it is popularly called as miracle tree. And it is also called miracle tree because of its nutraceutical and pharmaceutical properties. Okay, because of all these reasons, recently FAO has recognized this as superfood. Okay, because of its pharmaceutical and nutraceutical uses. Okay. Coming to its botanical description, it belongs to genus Moringa and family Moringaceae. Okay, having a chromosome number 28, 2n is equal to 28, and popular vernacular names are, it is also called West Indian Ben, and also called miracle tree, and mother's best friend. Why it is called mother's best friend means because it is a very good food for the mainly for the lactating women. Okay, and it is also called Ben oil tree because the oil from the Moringa seeds has been extracted. That is why Ben oil. That is why it is called Ben oil tree. Okay. Coming to the different species of Moringa. Okay, the genus Moringa has 13 species distributed all over the world. Okay, the widely cultivated one is Moringa oleifera. It is a widely distributed and widely cultivated in India. Okay, other species are Moringa optera, Moringa arabica, and Moringa zelenica. These species are native to northeastern tropical Africa, and its cultivation is present in African countries. Okay. Moringa stenopetala, it is cultivated in Ethiopia. And Moringa longibia is another species which is cultivated in Kenya. And one species it's specifically cultivated in Tamil Nadu, that is Salem district of Tamil Nadu, that is Moringa cancanensis. And another one species, Moringa dravhardi, it is cultivated in Madagascar regions. Okay, this is about the different species of Moringa. Coming to the area under Moringa cultivation in India, if you see the area in the map, we can see the pink stars on the map, which can indicate the Moringa cultivation areas. Okay, mainly the Moringa cultivation confined to southern states. Okay, the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. Recently, it is gaining importance in the northern states, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. In India, it is cultivated in an area of 43,000 hectares with an annual production of 12 lakh tons of the pods. Okay, both perennial and annual Moringa are cultivated in Tamil Nadu. But in India is the largest producer of Moringa with respect to its annual production of that is 1.1 to 1.3 million tons of tender fruits. Okay, from area of 43,600 hectares. Among the states, there is Andhra Pradesh is the leading state in both area and production, followed by Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Okay, Tamil Nadu, it is the state having the diversified genotypes of different species of Moringa. Okay, I told you earlier, this Moringa cultivation only it is confined to southern states earlier, but it is gaining importance mainly in Uttar Pradesh and also Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. Recently, the government is also supporting for this Moringa cultivation. Okay. Coming to its nutrient composition, I told you earlier, this Moringa is a powerhouse of nutrients. Okay, each and every part of the plant is having a good source of the nutrients. We can see in the slide Okay, the pods and leaves are very good source of the nutrient. If you see the vitamin C concentration, the pods are having for every 100 grams there is a 120 milligrams of the vitamin C in case of the pods, and in case of the leaves around 220 milligrams of the vitamin C. If you see the potassium concentration, it is around 259 milligrams. Okay, there is a huge storage of the nutrients when you compare with the other foods. Okay, this Moringa, it contains all the essential amino acids. Okay, it is rich in omega 3, omega 6, omega 9 oils, and around 46 antioxidants it is having. Around 36 anti-inflammatory compounds in the are present in Moringa plant. Okay, these antioxidants in the body, the more the antioxidant and less the aging and disease occurrence, and immune capacity will be more. Okay, and also it is having flavonoids like rutin, quercetin, and other beneficial phytochemicals are also present in moringa leaves and pods. Okay, if you compare this moringa with the other foods, okay, if you compare the moringa with the other fruits and vegetables, if you take this example as a red grapes, it is having moringa is having 10 times more of the vitamin C than red grapes, and around 25 times more iron than spinach. In case of, we can compare with banana also, around 15 times of the more potassium than banana. We can see here it is a very rich source of the nutrients, and they have recommended some of the doses for different age groups. For children's, the consumption of the moringa leaves around 20 grams of the fresh leaves per day, which will meet out the vitamin A and C requirement. For women, around 100 grams of the fresh leaves per day, which will meet out calcium, iron, and protein and vitamin B complex requirement. For pregnant women, around 6 tablespoons of the leaf powder, which will meet out calcium and iron requirement. Okay. Coming to some of the pharmacological properties of moringa plant parts. Okay, if you see the, I told you that each and every part, okay, since from root to tip of the leaves are having medicinal importance. Okay, the leaves are having the diuretic property, anti-allergic property, and antiviral and laryngeal property. Then the foliage, it's a very good lactation enhancer in case of the milky cows and also in case of the human cows. Okay, for the flowers are having anti-arthritic property that will release the pain of the joints. Okay, then the bark is having anti-erythrolytic property because it will help in the kidney stone treatment. And the roots are also having the analgesic and anti-convulsive property and also anti-cancerous property. Okay. Then parts or seeds are having the hypotensive property. Okay, it will reduce the systolic blood pressure. As it is rich in potassium, as moringa leaf, I shown you in the previous slide. As this moringa parts and leaves are very much rich in the potassium content, that will help in the reduction of the systolic blood pressure. Okay, and the seeds are also having the analgesic and antispasmodic properties, and the seed kernels are also having anti-inflammatory properties. These are all some of the pharmacological properties of the moringa plant. Okay, coming to some of the traditional and applications of the moringa, we can see here. Traditionally, it can be used for the digestion, improvement of the digestion purpose, and also it is appetite suppressant, and it reduces the wrinkles and age lines in case of the old age peoples, and also strengthens the immune system and helps in the vision improvement. And it is having it helps in the reduction in the cholesterol level in the body. It's an anti-cholesterol. It reduces the cholesterol level and stimulates the. These are some of the traditional applications. Okay. What are all the main chemical compounds that are precursors which are responsible for these activity? Okay, the seeds are having that is pterigospermin. Okay, in seed that will act as an antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antifungal property. And the leaves and pods are also having the benzyl glucosinolate and also benzyl isothionates. These chemicals which will responsible for the maintenance of the blood pressure. And this chlorogenic acid, which is present in the seed, that helps in the moderation of the blood sugar level. Okay, and quercetin, which is present in leaves and flowers, that helps in the reduction of the cardiovascular diseases. Okay, and also this vitamin C and flavonoid contents act as an antioxidant and anti-cancerous properties. These are all some of the precursors that will helps in the helps in maintenance of the blood pressure and also the cardiovascular diseases. Okay. Some of the commercial and traditional applications of moringa we can see here. The leaves and treated seed cake, it can be used as an animal forage. Okay, that seed cake after extraction of the oil, that will be used as a cake for the animals. And the leaves are very good source for the biogas production. And the crushed leaves are also used for the as a use for the domestic cleaning agent. From the wood, it's a very good source for extraction of the blue dye, and it is acts as a living tree for the around the field boundaries for fencing purposes. And the seed cake, I told you earlier, it is a very good source for the fertilizer as it is rich in the potassium and almost all the macro and macronutrients. The extractant from the leaves, it can be used for the foliar spray juice as a in case of the vegetables, mainly in vegetables as a growth enhancer. And the leaves are very good green manure crops, and all the plant parts are used for the medicinal purpose, and the bark used for the preparation of rope making, it will be used. Mm. Okay, I told you in the previous slide, the oil which is extracted from the moringa seed, okay, that is called ben oil. Okay, this moringa contains around 38 to 40% of the edible oil. That is called ben oil. It is having a very high concentration of behenic acid, and also it is having a very high concentration of pupa, that is polyunsaturated fatty acids, and it is a very stable oil and having the high octane number. And it can be blended with the cooking oil also. That will increase the shelf life of the cooking oils. Only around 5% it will be blended with the cooking oils. It is the most expensive lubrication oil because of its extraction process and all those things. And this oil is also used as a painkiller in the medicinal fields, and it is also having the cosmetic value, having that is anti-wrinkle and anti-aging property. Okay, this moringa seed is also used as a water purifier in case of extraction of the clear water. Okay, this what they will do, just they will crush the moringa seed, and this moringa powder will be treated with the turbid water, and this decanted the supernatant solution will be extracted with the and the clear water will be extracted. Okay, this cleaning process takes place through the electrical charging process. Okay, the main principle being this is the moringa seeds are rich in cations and coagulating proteins, which will act as a coagulant in turbid water. Okay, this contains antimicrobial agents which reduces the biological load. And this seed powder, it is a very good technical solution for clarifying the turbid water. Okay. Some of the value-added products of moringa are the moringa leaf powder. Okay, recently it is gaining very much demand in the international markets also, and moringa leaf tablets. Okay, these are sold in capsules. Okay, moringa capsules also, moringa oil, moringa tea, and almost all very products they are making from the moringa leaves and moringa parts, and moringa gum powder, moringa drops, and these are all some of the value-added products of moringa. Coming to some of the commercial processed products, okay, moringa pickle, which is prepared from the commercial, prepared from the moringa parts, and dehydrated moringa parts, moringa pulp powder. These are all some of the commercial processed products. Okay, some of the recipes which are prepared out from the moringa, that is moringa soup, moringa curries, and moringa beans. Moringa, these are very much popular recently in North India also. Okay, what are the major export products of moringa? That is moringa oil and moringa leaf powder. I told you earlier, there is a very huge demand in the international market. This moringa leaf powder will be sold in the capsules. Okay, it can be used for the preparation of the instant sambar mix. These capsules will be the moringa powder will be sold in the capsules. It is used for the instant sambar mix. Okay, it is very huge global demand. And this moringa seed oil, it is a potential feedstock for the biodiesel. Okay, this lubricants and also used for the lubricants, and also it will be blended with the vegetable cooking oil. That will increase the shelf life of the cooking oils. Okay. Coming to the part, that is agriculture potential. Okay, what are the agriculture potential of this moringa? Okay, it can be used as a green manure crop, as an in situ green manure that will be grown and incorporated in the same field around after 30 days after showing as it is rich in the nutrients and also the micro and macronutrient that will help in the maintenance of the soil fertility, and it will be used for as a growth hormone. Okay, the juice extracted from the leaves will act as a very good growth enhancer that will in study that will increase around 25 to 30% of the yield increase in case of the vegetables. Okay, the active substance that is present in this leaf juice is that is cytokinin. Okay, and the wood is very good. It's a light and also provides a fairly good fuel cooking value. Its density around 0.5 to 0.7 and yields approximately 4,600 kilocalories. Okay, and the bark contains the gum that is used for seasoning and the treatment of some stomach ailments. Okay, these are all the some of the agricultural potential. Then our topic is that is moringa as a fodder source. Okay, then what are all the characteristics of the moringa that will fit for this as a fodder crop? Okay, as we all know, it is a multi-cut in nature. Okay, the multi-cut nature ensures the fodder throughout the year, as it is high biomass producing crop. Okay, as because of multi-cut nature, will take the fodder crop throughout the year. As it is a nutrient-rich crop, we know it is having the highest crude protein content, around 21% of the crude protein content, and the leaves are very much palatable, and the aroma of the leaves are very much pleasant for the consumption of the animals. Okay, and the soft leaves and the stem is non-woody stem. And higher crude protein, I told you earlier, which is higher crude protein content, deep rooted system because it will tolerate the drought condition also. Because of these features, it is very much suitable for this as a fodder crop. Okay. Then what are all the some of the characteristics of the moringa that will fit for silviculture or silvipasture system? Okay. It is a light demander crop and it's a drought and hardy crop. The seedlings are prone to excess water. Okay. When there is a water lagging, there is a chances of mortality of the moringa seedlings, and it responds well to pollarding and pruning or coppicing nature. Okay, these features are very much fit for this silviculture or silvipasture. Okay. When you compare this nutritional composition of moringa fodder with other fodder crops, such as is a popular fodder crop that is Napier, is a very popular fodder crop. If you compare with this Napier and fodder sugarcane, the crude protein content it is around almost double from the double compared to Napier. Okay, around 21 to 23% of the crude protein as compared to Napier and fodder sugarcane. And this NDF and ADF, that is neutral detergent fiber and acid detergent fiber, it is a very ideal condition. Okay, in case of Napier, it is very much higher percentage that is having the problem in digestibility. Okay, and also cellulose content is also very less in case of this moringa as compared to Napier and fodder sugarcane. Okay, we have conducted one study at ICR, IGFR, that is Indian Grassland and Fodder Research Institute, Jhansi. Just we have evaluated the different moringa varieties for its fodder quality traits. Okay, we have taken 3 varieties. That is one is the PKM1, that is Periaculum 1, which is released from the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, that is Coimbatore, and another one is Bhagya, that is KDM1, which is from University of Horticultural Sciences, Bagalkot. Another one is the local variety, which is from that Jhansi local area, and it is with the 2 cutting intervals, that is one at 60 days and another one at the 90 days interval, and 2 planting geometries, that is one at 23 by 15 centimeter and another one is 30 by 30 centimeter. Okay, among the varieties, that is PKM1 has noticed the higher fodder yield as compared to the Bhagya and also in the local variety. And among the cutting intervals, that is cutting at 90 days interval has noticed the higher fodder production as compared to cutting at 60 days interval. Among the planting geometry, that is planting with a spacing of that is 23 by 15 centimeter as recorded, the higher green forage yield. The similar trend we are observed with respect to dry matter yield also, the same trend with respect to dry matter production. If you see that is the quality parameters, that is crude protein and crude fiber content. Okay, the crude protein content was higher in case of the PKM1 variety as compared to other, but whereas in case of the cutting intervals, cutting at 60 days interval has noticed the higher crude protein content as compared to cutting at 90 days interval. As cutting days increases, there is a chance of increase of fiber content. We can see in this table. Okay, there is a increase of the fiber content in 90 days cutting interval. Okay, the ideal cutting interval is, that is 60 days is the ideal for cutting of this for the moringa as a fodder purpose. Okay, we have also conducted the feeding trial for this moringa leaves. What we have did is, just we have taken the 12 animals with average body weight of 20.6 kg, and we have divided into three groups for feeding trial. And these animals were given with the moringa leaves before the trial for 1 week for the adaptation. Okay, the three groups we have made. First one is, that is control group. In control group, what we have did is, around 60% of the grass as a dry matter requirement, and concentrate around 40% of the dry matter requirement. It is the control group. In treatment group, 60% of the dry matter requirement as a grass, and 20% dry matter requirement as a concentrate, plus as an additional 20% dry matter requirement through moringa leaves. In third treatment, we have entire concentrate requirement we have measured through the moringa leaves. Okay, and we have did this feeding trial for the 1 month. We have collected all the samples of these residue spaces, and we have analyzed, laboratory analysis were also carried out. Okay, based on this, we can find out some of the results. Okay, this is the setup of the feeding trial. Okay, the 4 animals in each group. We have just made it in a way. Okay, this is with respect to results of the feeding trial. Among the three treatments, that is coming to compared to control group, that is T1 group, that is 20% of the dry matter requirement through concentrate, 20% of the concentrate requirement through moringa leaves. It has been noticed the higher feed intake, and also higher dry matter intake, and also higher dry matter digestibility, organic matter digestibility, and total digestible nutrient NDF and EDF digestibility are also higher under the T1 group. By this, we can say that by feeding the moringa leaves, we can replace the concentrate by 50% and also reduce the concentrate cost also. Okay. In another study, in one of the studies in USA, they have noticed the milk production and milk composition of the cows fed with different levels of moringa. Okay, they have fed the different graded levels of the moringa. What they have did is, just they have taken three treatments. One is Brachyria brasiliensis. Another one is Brachyria brasiliensis plus 2 kg of the dry matter of the moringa. Brachyria brasiliensis plus 3 kg of the dry matter of the moringa. Okay, here as the moringa concentration increases, there is an increase in the chance of the crude protein, and also there is an increase in the milk yield. Yeah. ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. Sorry. Okay, coming to the production technology for this cultivation of this moringa for the fodder purpose. Okay, the ideal climate for this cultivation is around 25 to 35 degrees centigrade. Okay, for ideal growth and development, as it is highly susceptible for the frost. And when the temperature about more than 40 degrees centigrade, there is a flower shedding will be occur. Okay, the open sunny situation is very much ideal. Clay soil is not suitable, as there is a chance of waterlogging problem. That's why the sandy or sandy loam, clay loam soils are ideal for its cultivation. And the best pH is, that is 7.6.5 to 7.5. That is neutral pH is ideal for its cultivation. These are all the some of the moringa varieties and the seed source for seed availability. Okay. That's a very less varietal wealth. Around five, mainly around 5 to 6 varieties are there in moringa. Okay, that is PKM1 and PKM2 from the TNA Tamil Nadu Agriculture University Coimbatore, and GKVK1, 2, 3 are from the University of Agriculture Bangalore, and another one is Dhanraj, which is released from the UAS Dharwad, that is University of Agriculture in Dharwad, and another one is Bhagya KDM1 from University of Horticultural Sciences Bhagalpur. One variety from the Maharashtra, that is Konkan Ruchira. It is from the DSKVB Dapoli. And the major constraint for this varietal development are, as we know, moringa is a highly cross-pollinated crop. There is a very wide variability in its yield and yield components we can see. And also the maintenance of the genetic purity is very difficult. Because of these reasons, the varietal wealth is very less in case of this moringa. Okay, coming to its propagation techniques, moringa is propagated through seeds as well as stem cutting. But seed is the most reliable and quickest method for its propagation. And before sowing, the seeds are treated with the water for the overnight, and then treated with the trichoderma carbendazim fungicides around 5 to 10 gram per kg. Okay, to mainly to protect from the fungal diseases. Around 35 to 40 kg of the seed is required for sowing 1 hectare area if you are taking in the spacing of around 30 by 30 centimeters as a high density planting. If you are taking by 50 by 50 centimeter, it requires around 14 to 15 kg of the seed. Okay. If you see the nutrient management before sowing, we have to apply the 10 tons of the forward manure 15 days prior to sowing. And this moringa crop requires, as you know, we are taking for the green biomass. It requires around 150 kg of the nitrogen, 60 kg phosphorus, and 40 kg of the potash. Okay, and 30 kg sulfur and 10 kg zinc sulfate for 1 hectare land. And single superphosphate or ammonium sulfate may be preferred because the sulfur source may be met out through this SSP and ammonium sulfate. And around 30 kg nitrogen and full dose of the PNK may be applied at the time of the sowing. Remaining nitrogen may be supplied after harvest after each cutting of, as a fodder purpose. And almost all the organic and inorganic fertilizers has to be applied every year to get the optimum fodder production and faster vegetative regrowth. Okay. Coming to the water management, as you know, water may be given at the whenever there is a need for the whenever there is a soil moisture content at the optimum. Okay. The first irrigation may be given just after the sowing, and second one based on the germination and also the crop need. Okay, and it is highly susceptible for waterlogging, and annual moringas are very much susceptible, mainly because of its succulent nature. It requires the frequent irrigation. Okay, based on the soil moisture content, the irrigation may be scheduled. Coming to weed control, as we all know, the spacing is also wider, and also the moringa is a slow growth in the initial phase. There is a huge competition from the weed for growth resources. The weed problem may vary according to the ecological reason, and for control of the weeds, there is application of pendimethalin, that is 1.25 kg active ingredient per hectare after the sowing. There is a pre-emergent herbicide which will control the weeds in proper control of the weeds will be observed. Okay. Coming to its harvesting, okay, the crop will be ready for harvest around 85 to 90 days. 85 to 90 days after sowing. The crop will be harvested at 50 centimeter above the ground level to ensure for the optimum fodder production. And harvesting earlier to 85 to 90 days may lead to thin and weak stem during the first harvesting. Okay, subsequent cuttings can be taken at the 60 days interval at the 5 to 6 feet height. Okay, after each cutting, we have to apply for 30 kg nitrogen, mainly for the increasing of the biomass production. Okay, light fowing are prepared mainly to control the weeds. Some of the popular cropping systems which are followed in Moringa are mainly intercropping. Intercropping may be followed in Moringa as it is a wider space in case of the we are cultivating for the fruit production. Under such situation, vegetables are intercropped in Moringa field, and alley cropping is also possible as it is a wider spacing. The alleys formed by the hedgerows of the trees, we can grow the vegetable, and agri-horticulture system, that is agriculture crops along with forestry species and also horticulture component we can include, and is very much fit for the agroforestry system also. Okay, that is intercropping. I told you earlier, tomato, chili, curly can be intercrop, and alley cropping, that is hedgerows of the trees, can be used for cultivation of the vegetables. Okay, some of the important operations which are followed in Moringa, that is pinching of the terminal bud. Is mainly to enhance the lateral branches and reduce the tree height. Okay, and another in perennial moringa, that is pollarding or cutting back is the main operation which is followed in perennial moringa. Okay, the plant will be cut 1 meter above from the ground level, mainly allow for the routing purpose. Okay, during winter season. Then what are the scope for replacing Moringa for a fodder and food production? Okay, as a fodder brand during the lean period. Okay, high density planting of Moringa can be practiced around 50 by 50 centimeter or 75 by centimeter established in the farm boundaries for the fodder production. As alley cropping, okay, it's essentially alley cropping is an agroforestry system in which the food crops are grown in the alleys formed by the trees. Okay, this can be planted around spacing of 4 by 4 meter or 5 by 5 meter on the farmland. And agriculture crops like wheat, oat, barley, we can cultivate. We can intercrop in this alley cropping system with the interface also, that is in agri-silviculture system. And wasteland plantation also, this degraded or wastelands we can use for cultivation of this moringa to augment the product production. As a block or boundary plantation, as moringa is a very much suitable for the boundary plantation. And also silviculture system, as I told you earlier, this moringa is very much compatible with the fodder grasses in the semi-arid regions like Sankaracilea, that is Anjan grass, Tryptophogon fulvus, Panicum maximum, that is Guinea grass, and the fodder legumes, that is Stylojanthus, Cebrana, Platoria, Turnacea. These are also very much suitable for the silvipasture system. Okay, this can be integrated with the grasses and fodder legumes for the ensuring the quality fodder supply. Okay. Some of the future directions for the utilization of the moringa are for the food and fodder purposes. Mainly, first one is the awareness among the farmers is need to be generated regarding the nutritional and health benefits of the moringa for human and livestock production, and ensuring the supply of the high yielding varieties. Mainly, I told you earlier, there are very less varietal wealth in case of the moringa, and also the quality seed problem is quality seed production is also a main problem in moringa cultivation. This has to be ensured, and the collection and evaluation of the its germplasm for high biomass and fast growing genotypes has been identified, and skill development for the local people and farmers regarding the processing and value addition of the moringa and market development. All those things need to be enhanced, and also credit support mainly for the farmers or for cultivation of this moringa. And efforts should be established for the linkage between the farmers and moringa-based industries. And farmers-friendly literature should be available for the farmers for cultivation and also for growing, utilizing, integrating with the farming system approach. Okay. Apart from this, some of the constraints are also there for this moringa cultivation. I told you there is a lack of awareness regarding its nutritional value and its parts and leaves and about its health benefits, and lack of awareness among the farmers regarding the moringa as a fodder source. Farmers are not aware about the as a fodder source, moringa as a fodder source, and lack of credit or insurance support for the farmers regarding the cultivation as a planting of the moringa, and lack of comprehensive training for the farmers regarding how to process and how to cultivate all those things. Okay, and lack of availability of the package of practices on moringa on the local language or farmers friendly language. Okay, these are all some of the constraints for utilization of the moringa in semi-arid region. And with all this, I would like to conclude my topic as you know, that is, I told you, each and every part of the moringa is a nutritional powerhouse. It has having the nutraceutical and pharmaceutical property. That is, inclusion of this moringa in the diet will help in the nutritional security, and also it will have alleviate the micronutrient and vitamin A deficiency, as it is an excellent fodder source for the livestock because of its multi-cut nature, because of its higher food protein content. It is a very good fodder source for the livestock. It can be integrated in the farming system or in cropping system, or also in silvipasture system for the fodder production. And this leaf extract, it's a very good growth enhancer. Okay, it will be sprayed for the vegetable crops as a foliar spray that will enhance the fruit production in case of vegetables, mainly flower, increase in the flower production, also fruit production, fruit size. Okay, it is having a very good ideal growth enhancer. And this crop is very much suitable for the different cropping system. Okay, we can, I told you, it is very much suitable for the alley cropping, agroforestry system, silvopasture systems. Okay, it can be incorporated in the silvopasture or agroforestry system. And these moringa byproducts are very good industrial value. Okay, the oil from the moringa seed is having a very much importance, as around the moringa seed 38 to 40% high. It is having very much industrial value. Keeping these things, moringa can be used in a ideal. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for an comprehensive and knowledge and sharing your knowledge on Moringa with us. Thanks a lot, sir. Now the session is open for discussion, requesting participants to raise hands and put their queries in chat box.